Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about your brain health? Not your memory, not your mood, your actual brain. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. By the time most people notice something is wrong, the damage may have started 15 to 20 years earlier, silently, in the background, while you were just living your life. And today, I'm going to show you one simple thing, something most people completely ignore, that could either be protecting your brain right now or quietly working against it. Think about your daily routine. You're in your 30s or 40s, busy, always on the go. Most of your day is spent indoors. You try to eat well, sometimes. Maybe you take a multivitamin, maybe you don't. Sound like you? Because that's not unusual. That's normal, and that's exactly why this matters. Because scientists have just uncovered something that should honestly be everywhere, from doctors' offices to social media. And it's about something you've definitely heard of before, vitamin D. But this time, it's not about bones, it's about your brain and your future risk of dementia. Here's what researchers did. They followed nearly 800 adults, average age just 39, for 16 years. At the start, they measured everyone's vitamin D levels with a simple blood test. Then, they waited. 16 years later, they scanned their brains. And what they found was powerful. The people who had higher vitamin D levels earlier in life had healthier brains later on. Specifically, they had far less buildup of a harmful protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. Now let's simplify that. Think of your brain cells like tiny houses. Inside each one are support structures, like beams, keeping everything stable. But when this protein starts to malfunction, those structures collapse, twist, and tangle, and over time, the cell stops working. That tangled protein is one of the earliest warning signs of Alzheimer's. And here's the key point. People with low vitamin D in their 30s and 40s had significantly more of this damage later. Those with healthy levels, stronger, healthier brain structure. And this is the part that really hits. 1 in 3 people in this study had low vitamin D. Only 5% were taking supplements. Let that sink in. These weren't elderly people, they weren't even sick. They were normal, healthy adults, living normal lives, just like most of us. And researchers say your 30s and 40s are the critical window, when your brain can still benefit the most. Miss that window, and you may be playing catch-up later. So why is this happening to so many people? It's actually very simple. We live indoors. Office, car, home, repeat. Sunlight, your main source of vitamin D, barely touches your skin. After 30, your body becomes less efficient at producing it. Very few foods contain meaningful amounts. And if you carry extra body fat, vitamin D can get stored away and become less available. So even if you think you're doing okay, you could still be low without any obvious symptoms. So what should you actually do? Keep it simple. Get tested. Ask your GP for a vitamin D blood test. Don't guess, know your number. Add key foods: salmon, sardines, mackerel, egg yolks, fortified milk. Small changes, real impact. Get real sunlight, 15 to 20 minutes a few times a week. Not through a window. Actual sun on your skin. Consider a supplement. Vitamin D3 is simple, affordable, and effective. Always take it with food that contains fat. Pair it with vitamin K2. They work together, helping your body use vitamin D properly. And most importantly, don't megadose without guidance. More isn't always better. Here's what I want you to remember. Dementia doesn't start in your 70s. It starts decades earlier, quietly, and what you do today is shaping your brain years from now. This research doesn't say vitamin D is a cure, but it does show something powerful. One of the simplest, cheapest habits could make a meaningful difference to your future brain health. So don't ignore it. Get tested, take action, and share this with someone you care about. For more practical tips, medical information,